Hello guys and girls, how is it going? Thank you so much for joining me. My name's Dee, I'm a Class 1 HGV driver. I've been asked to do a dedicated video on how a 13-speed manual transmission works with a splitter. So that's what this video is going to be about. The problem I've got is the camera angles. I don't know how to set up the cameras so that they work best for the angles. I've got it shoved in a little cubby hole at the moment where you are now, and I'm going to tilt it downwards so you can see the gear stick. I've got one camera on the rev counter so I can show you that, but I don't know if this camera is going to stay still, and I don't know if the microphone's going to stay where it is because my tripod isn't that good and the camera just has a tendency to flop down like so. So anyway, we'll have a quick run through with the gears. I hope the camera angles are alright and that you can hear me alright and everything. I'm going to quickly run through how the gears work, obviously like with no load on or anything, just now parked up, and then we'll get into some driving and I'll talk a bit more through what I'm doing and how they work and whatnot. I hope you enjoy this video anyway, fingers crossed. Okay, so from where you are now, we have the black and the silver, the black being low, which is there, the silver being high, which is up like so. So we've got 1, 2, 3 in low, 4, 5, 6 in high, and then we have a splitter on the side, which you can probably just about see from that angle. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it from that angle. The splitter is half a gear basically. You've got low there and high there. The reason why I'm saying high and low on the splitter is because it comes up on the dash with low when you're in the bottom, when you're at the bottom there like so. It goes off when you put it in high. So as the gears go, we're going to completely ignore first. We don't need first, we don't use it, I'm going to ignore it. So clutch in, down to the side, neutral is in between 2 and 3, or 1, 2 and 3, it's like here. So to get to second, we push it slightly over to the side and down. That'll be second, that's what we'll be setting off in. Whether we're full or empty, we'll be setting off in second. From second up into third, like so. Flick the switch up, that's going to give us our higher range. So we come back to neutral and across into 4, like so. Straight down for 5th and straight up for 6th. So 2, 3, up, 4, which is a pain if you don't double clutch it, 5 and 6. So that's the simple bit. Well, it's simple all the way, you don't have to overcomplicate it at all. It's very simple. And then you go second, third, flick it up into 4th, and then 4th and high, and then down into 5th and low, 5th and high, into 6th, 6th and low, 6th and high. It's as simple as that. And the way I've worked it out is that it seems that all the gears with the splitter, there's about 250 to 300 RPM difference. So what I mean by that is if I'm in second and I go to 1500 revs, if I split it and dump the clutch, it's going to bring me down to about 1250 to 1300 RPM, if that makes sense. If I don't split it, if I just go from second to third, like so, it's going to drop me about 500 to 550 or so RPM. So you want to try and keep your RPM in between 1000 and 1500 at all times. If you're going up an hill, maybe 1600, 1700 maybe. But if not, you want to try and keep your edge between 1000 and 1500 at all times. So I'm going to crack on with it now. We're empty at the moment, so we'll have a run through the gears. When we're empty, we're going to do second, third, up, 4th, 5th, 6th, and then split to the top when we're in 6th. And that's it. We're not going to touch this while we're empty. We're not going to touch it at all. So yeah, it's as simple as that. If you want to really simplify it, it might make you have a bit of extra clutch wear, but you can start off in 4th high, like so, in 4th. You can set off in 4th like that and go 4th, 5th, 6th, split it to 6th top, and then you're at cruising speed 56 mile an hour. You can do it like that, but just for clutch wear and tear and all that stuff, we're going to set off in second. I'll put the speed or rev counter camera thing on now. I'm going to put my camera gear away because it's rattling and doing me tree in, and then we'll set off. Right, so over to the side and down, second gear, let's start off. Right, 1500 revs, full gear up to third, and it drops us down, as you saw, about 500 to 600 RPM. So now we're going to put it up to high range, like so, ready for when we change. Now if you don't double clutch, when you change from third to fourth, it does this. It does that. That's why I double clutch. So we'll practice now using the splitter while we're empty. If you do use one of these gearboxes, I would advise using the splitter and getting used to it while you're empty. So we'll get it up to 1500, press it up and dump the clutch. We'll press it down, ready for fifth gear. Fifth. And now we're going to turn right up. So we'll go into third high. Third low, sorry. Up. Into fifth. Fourth, my lord. Straight down into fifth. The reason why I'm doing it faster this time is because there's someone waiting for me. Right, ignore that bit. I went into third high because I've kind of got used to this gearbox now and I know where I kind of need to be. I have got used to it. I'm all right with it now, to be fair. Right, I'll pull over here and we'll start again. We've got a decent run here now. Okay, so we're down, we're in low. We're going to start off in second. Let's go. 1500 revs into third. Flick it up. Double clutch into fourth. We'll use the splitter. Change it up 1400 because we're empty. Down and ready for fifth. Up to 1400, like I say, because we're empty. Dump the clutch. We're off. Get that ready down, ready for sixth. 1400. Sixth. And then we're ready for top gear when we need it. 1000 revs, put it in top and just cruise at 30 if you so wish. Right, roundabout. We'll go low and into fifth, 20 mile an hour or so. Right, we'll ignore the split this time and we'll go straight into sixth at around 1500. Drops us down to roughly 1000 revs. So 1300 revs we split that then, and it took us down to just over 1000. Okay, so we're slowing down. We'll go down half a gear. My Mr. Borden's nearly wipes us out. Jeez. Took that a bit wide, didn't he? Right, so we'll get into fifth gear, ready to merge onto the east lanks, and I'll take you through the full next speeding up process. A full geared straight down, maximum acceleration. Again, a full gear up into sixth. We'll get ready by splitting it up and dumping the clutch. And there we are. We're now at cruising speed. Well, we're not at cruising speed, we're in cruising gear. And now we can just floor it, and yeah, we'll see you when we get there. The next time I talk to you, we will be loaded and I'll go through the gears and the speeds that you change and everything when we are loaded. Okay, so now we are loaded. We're 43,780, and what I'm going to do now is show you the difference between setting off uphill and downhill, which may sound stupid, but it is a bit different. We do it a bit differently. So we're setting off uphill now. Second, third, flick it up to go into fourth, double clutch, take your time. Flick it up, ready for a half gear, dump the clutch. Flick it down, ready for fifth, 1500 revs. Flick it up, ready for your half gear in fifth, 1500 revs. Flick it down, ready for sixth. Flick it up, ready for top gear. Dump the clutch. There you go, top gear. It is. See, it's not that difficult. It's not difficult at all. Enjoyable, I suppose. You've just got to get your head around what gears you're in at what time. Like coming up to roundabouts, or when people pull out on you. That's a big one. When people pull out on you, you obviously you just get all messed up, and it's like wowzers. There you go. Right, so we're pulling up at traffic lights now, and I'll show you why we don't split second and third. I'll show you that. Because the gears are just too close together. It means you never stop changing gears. Okay, so second gear. That's why we don't split them. Because they're just too close together. You do it all too fast. You might have to split it if you're going up a hill or whatever, but other than that, you just use second and third as normal gears with the splitter in the down position. Simple as that. I want to apologise for the audio in advance if it's not good, because like I say, I've got my microphone shoved in a cubby hole here, and I don't know whether it's going to pick up every vibration and knock and whatnot. So I might, instead of using that one, I might have to use this camera. And I know that this camera's audio isn't perfect. Well, there you go. So I'll leave it now until we are doing the downhill run, and I'll run through the gears when we're doing the downhill bit. I'll talk to you in a minute. Right guys, so we're going to be doing, guys and girls, we're going to be doing the downhill stretch of the East Lancs now. So I'm just going to run you through this and show you how we do it a little bit differently. Only because we block change instead of going through every single gear. Well, that's never happened before. I usually get through these lights. So into third, flick our switch, ready for fourth. And instead of splitting, I'm going to go straight down into fifth. To 15,000 revs, 1,500 revs, 15,000, good grief. Straight up into sixth. And get the split ready for top gear. And there you have it. That is it. That is the 13-speed split box, or manual split box transmission, gear box, lever, shifter thing. That's what that is. Sick. Right, so that's as much as I can show you, pretty much. If you've any questions, feel free to put them down below. If there's anything you want to ask me, if there's anything you want me to show you, anything you want me to go through, feel free to drop it in the comment section below, and I will make a video on it, because I always do. I hope I've gone through it in enough detail with you, and I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, take care, be safe, and I will see you in the very next video. Peace. Bye.